What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have some more good news and big news regarding stimulus, but I first want to explain what is currently happening. First, President Trump earlier today was impeached by the House. Now, this is important in regards to stimulus. I want to explain why. First, right now, we know an impeachment trial can take some time. I believe the last time President Trump was impeached by the House, it took about 20 days. So it did take up a little bit of time. If the Senate takes up too much time to deal with an impeachment trial, this could ultimately delay stimulus. Now, Chuck Schumer and both Joe Biden have said that this is the first priority, is to pass a COVID relief package, not impeaching President Trump. But as we know, Democrats are pushing for an impeachment. So right now, let's hope this isn't the case, but this could actually delay stimulus talks and this stimulus package. Now, for the good news, if you are a parent with a school-age child, you could receive, like the title says, an additional $3,600. Yes, that's not a typo. That's actually what is being discussed. Right now, the United States provides or gives you a $2,000 child tax credit per year for any child under the age of 18 that is on your tax return. So this is great, but sometimes this is just not enough. And in times like this, where parents can't wait a year to get this child tax credit, what do? Well, this is what the Biden administration is currently contemplating. According to multiple sources and even the Washington Post, the Biden administration is considering providing up to $3,600 per child as an additional stimulus. This would be paid out $300 per month. This would actually be a check that is sent to you. This is in addition to the child tax credit. Now, what we're hearing, and this is from a person close to the stimulus package process, is saying that the Biden administration is pushing for multiple checks to be sent out. First, we have a $300 check that goes out to any family that has a child under the age of 6. So if you have a 2-year-old, a newborn, or a 5-year-old, you would receive $300 per month for that child. In addition to that, you would also receive $250 for each child per month that is between the age of 6 and 17. Now, I just want to be very clear. This is a new report. This is new. This is just coming out. So I just want to be clear that this is a potential addition to all the other stimulus that could be in this multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package. This is good news. The goal with this is not just to throw money to the American people. Yes, that helps, and that is a potential benefit for Democrats, but that's not the ultimate goal here. The goal with this proposal is to provide low and medium income families with more money so that their children do not have to grow up in poverty. Right now, the reports indicate that the United States has more children living in poverty than many third world countries. Third world countries, in many of them, everybody pretty much lives in poverty. But being that we have so many children, and many children live in poverty, this is a big issue. To be one of the wealthiest countries in the world, one of the best countries in the entire world, the richest country by many people is what they say, well, why do we have so many children and families that live in poverty or grow up in poverty? This is what Democrats want to fix. Right now, and let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? What would an additional $300 per month do for you and your family? Let me know down in the comment section below. Now, here's what I want to address, because I want to clarify a few things, because right now, I think many people are probably wondering, okay, well, why are they doing this? What is it for? Am I going to get an actual check? Will it be a rebate? Will I get some type of tax benefit here? Let me just clarify all this. Okay, here's what we know. This stimulus package will be a check that gets sent to you every single month. They want to do this for multiple reasons. Okay, reason number one is because the child tax credit, you get this when you file your taxes. Well, some families don't make enough money to file taxes. Some people do not or cannot wait an additional 12 months or 8 months or 6 months, maybe even 2 months, to file their taxes to receive some type of income tax rebate. So right now what they're saying is, let's give a stimulus check to all these families with children, school-age children, or even preschool-age children, because it goes all the way to newborn to 6, or newborn to 17. So we could see a lot of families actually get some money and kind of stabilize themselves, which would be great. Also, Democrats feel that waiting a year to get any type of relief or any type of tax rebate or deduction, it pretty much provides no stability to that family. So, like I said, if we provide a $300 stimulus check or a $250 stimulus check per child, what that does is it provides stability throughout the entire year. And that's really big. That's important at this point because children need stability. Adults do too. But in this proposal, has nothing to do with adults. Yes, the adult, the filer, the parents would receive the stimulus check, but it would ultimately, it's supposed to go to the children to provide for them, for their needs, to provide food, shelter, and even clothing and put them through school. That's what we're hearing. Also, providing a guaranteed income to a child each month would actually help. Would actually help because now parents know, okay, I'm working, things are a little bit tough, but I know on the 3rd of every month, I'm going to get $300 for my newborn. I can take that $300, I can go to the grocery store and I can buy formula, I can buy food, for myself to keep maybe you're breastfeeding and you want to provide nutrients to your child. Great, do that, and provide them with healthy nutrition, a great diet. That's what they need. Also, Democrats are worried, and here's a big thing. Democrats are worried that President Trump sent out 2 stimulus checks with his name on it. Well, the Biden administration is going to send out 1 stimulus check, a $1,400 stimulus check to equal that $2,000 total. That's great, but here's the thing. President Trump sent out a $1,200 stimulus check and a $600 stimulus check. Comes out to $1,800. So now President Trump is seen as the winner. He's the victor here because he sent out $1,800 compared to only $1,400 from the Biden administration. So what can they do to one-up this? Well, let's provide additional stimulus to the working families, to the American people. Well, they don't want to provide a tax incentive because if they do this, then nobody really knows who sent the money. It's just, oh, the IRS gave us more money this year. Awesome, cool, let's go buy a car. No, they want to send stimulus checks every single month so that you see, okay, yep, President Biden sent me that check again. Good old Biden, he sent me that check. That's what they want. That's what Democrats are pushing for because they are worried if the Biden administration does not do more this time around, because this happened back in 2008, that Barack Obama, President Obama, and Joe Biden, they had control of the presidency, they had the House and the Senate. What happened? As soon as the next election came around, they lost. They lost it. They didn't have the majority in the House and Senate anymore. So, we will see what happens this time. Now, all this is still being worked on. I don't want to, give you the impression that, oh, this is a done deal, it's going to get done. What we are expecting is Joe Biden to provide or reveal a multi-trillion-dollar stimulus package sometime tomorrow. My hope is that this isn't so far left that there's absolutely no Republican that would support this. But also, not to a point where it won't address the most needed people. Right now, elderly people are struggling. Children are struggling. Because why are children struggling? If you give a child a stimulus check, what's going to happen? If you actually gave it to a child, they'd probably lose it. But if you give it to the adult, you give it to the filer, what's happening here? They're trying to pay for back rent. They're trying to pay for utilities, food, and things like that. Well, sometimes the money never makes it to the child. So that's becoming an issue. So what we know at this point is the stimulus package is going to include a $2,000 stimulus check. That will be an additional $1,400 with what you already received. Hopefully you have received your $600 check. We will also see state and local government funding, most likely to the tune of about $400 billion. That's what all reports are indicating. We will also see an extension of unemployment benefits. They are saying right now the Biden administration wants to take unemployment benefits. We don't know the exact amount. It will probably be $600 per week, but they want to take this. They want to pick it up from March 14th, take it all the way till the end of September. Now, there are reports that it will go to the end of October, but the most recent reports say the end of September. Also, they want to do an expansion of paid family leave benefits. This is a big one. We will see exactly what's in this tomorrow, and also funding for education and childcare. There's so much more in it, but at this point, I think we've pretty much gone back and forth as to what we expect is going to be in this stimulus package. So I don't want to bore you with all those details again, but I think that list that I just gave you should kind of outline what we expect. Now, what I do want you to know, though, is this. The stimulus package is not even being considered the last stimulus package that we may receive. This is probably the second to last. There's probably going to be one more. What we are hearing is that Joe Biden will want to include more stimulus in a large infrastructure and healthcare bill that they pass or they propose sometime in the future. It will most likely be in the next month or so. Now, this could mean what we see in this package that is supposed to come out tomorrow. This might be another smaller bill. When I say smaller bill, I mean a smaller length bill. This might only encompass the next 3 to 4 months, and that's fine, because as long as it gets us through into like this end of summer or in the spring, sometime in the summer, because this bill would most likely pick up from March 14th. That's when a lot of the stuff ends, or that's at least when the unemployment benefits end. So if it picks up March 14th, I say it goes 3 months. We got March, we got April, May, and June. Those 3 months. So sometime in the middle of June, maybe even the end of June, that's when we could see this next stimulus package really get ramped up. So we will see what happens then. But according to all reports, more is still to come. Here's what we did hear last week, though. We heard that the Biden administration was considering a stimulus package that was worth $1.3 trillion. I can tell you right now, $1.3 trillion would not cut it, especially if they want to add more money for unemployment, if they want to provide $2,000 stimulus checks, if they want to provide additional funds for families with children, great, and if they want to provide $400 billion for state and local governments, in addition to vaccine distribution, school funding, and so much more, $1.3 trillion is just not enough. So, Chuck Schumer told Joe Biden and the Biden administration that it would not be even close to enough. So, we will see just how large this stimulus package is, because right now we are expecting there will be a large amount. Some are saying this will exceed $3 trillion. My guess is it's probably going to be right around 2 to 2.5, maybe up to 3. I don't see it going higher than that if there's going to be another stimulus package that follows this up in the near future. So that's what we know right now. That's what we know regarding stimulus, what we know regarding President Trump and the impeachment trials. But as I know more, I promise I'll share more. So consider subscribing so I can continue to keep you updated on everything that's going on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.